Yo, what's the deal, man? It's your man T History. The baby's crawling. Start walking, gonna slide on like Mike Jack. You know what I'm saying? We up here tonight, have a special guest, you know what I'm saying? That's out here on the YouTube scene, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. I'm happy to have him up here with us tonight. So we're gonna get into this thing and get this shit together right. So in a few minutes, like I said, I'm gonna have a special guest and we're gonna pull up in a second. And we're gonna get this party started the right way, man. Thanks for everybody pulling up. Thanks, Rain, for coming back. Thank you for going out there, getting the people. Y'all can re-pull up. Hopefully, it's up there. Y'all can see that we live and we ready to go. So just waiting for everybody in attendance and everybody that's there. Just you know, wait. All I have to do is just do the same thing. Just connect back to the channel. Just pull up. See, like you said, man, we in the bushes. Right. Just me, sunshine. And there we go. All right, so I don't even got to put up the link no more because we ready to go. The main characters here. Not character. But yeah, what's going on, man? How we doing this evening, this night? How we doing out there?
I'm good. I'm good, bro. How you feeling, man?
I'm chilling, man. So we're gonna get this under rest, man. I know it's there, man. I thank you for pulling up and embracing the platform. You know what I'm saying? Or will you let the people know what your name is?
I go by Laigo, Laigo. The acronym for that is loyalty plus admiration ignites so inspires genuine originality.
Mm, I like that. Very deep there. My first question, man, is where you originally or where you from?
I'm from Philadelphia,
Um,
Pennsylvania, bro.
um, born and raised.
Yeah, I'm born. Yeah, born and raised in Philly, bro. My fault.
That's all good. So how was it coming up, growing up in Philly, bro?
Man, it's the hood, man. It's the hood, bro. It was definitely a lot of love, definitely a lot of love, but you faced with a lot of trauma at the same time, You're forced to grow up fast, man.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I mean, what type of thing? Like, could you give us
Uh,
scenery? I mean, mm-hmm.
I got you a little more detailish. Well, I spent my first 5, 6 years in my life down Six and Cecil B. Moore. For those of y'all that don't know what area that is, that's the North Philadelphia area of Philly. That's the northern side of Philadelphia. And back in the 80s and early 90s, it was a real heavy crack area, man. And
Mm-hmm.
as much as the community stuck together, man, it was a lot of violence, a lot of shit just right there in your face. Excuse me for cursing, bro.
No, that's okay. It's all right. I mean, that's fine.
I heard that.
Just
All right, well, it was right there in your face, man. Uh, a lot of things happened right there in front of our faces in the hood as children, man, and it gave us a faster outlook on what the fuck that we was facing. Uh,
right.
the community kept us protected as much as they could, but it was also the community that was doing the bullshit too.
That's okay. So growing up, I'm saying growing up as a youth or whatever, would you say what did you want to be growing up as a youngster?
Man, that's a good question, man, because they tell you we see the ball players and the rappers and all them good things, that they tell us we could be, but I always wanted to be in the medical field, believe it or not, man. When I
Wow,
was younger, man, I wanted to be a doctor, bro. Um,
that's cool. Nothing
yeah,
wrong with that.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So
So
yeah, go ahead, bro.
also, I would just say, or you could, I mean, you could go ahead, you could elaborate on as well because I think that you kind of got a lot of stuff to say, and I put together a few things, but I also need you to work with me as well. But
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
I would just say again, like you said, that's a great thing though. Just trying to be adopted, thinking outside the box, and that's crazy to say outside of the box because
Yeah,
that's not far fetched.
that's what I was going to speak on because my aunt she taught me early on. You know, she opened up my mind early as a real youngin. Like I was 1 2 years old, you know, and I was speaking two languages. You know,
Okay,
speaking Espanol and you know, of course, the English language. But yeah, man, she opened me up
you kind of
to
muffled a little bit right there. What's the because we want you, our brothers to hear, sisters to hear that. What's the other language?
Spanish.
Okay, you speak Spanish. Okay, you know Spanish. That's dope.
Well, I don't now. That's the thing. I forgot
Oh,
all that shit, bro. When I was younger, I knew it, man. I knew it fluid. You feel me?
right.
From the age one to about 5 or 6, man. When I moved, and it all started leaving me, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's fun. I mean, because I understand, like, even myself, like, being around those people, being around, not those people, being around Spanish people and stuff like that, and having, I remember a neighbor, like, even now, like, being able to count to, like, now I can only bust 10, but I was a time when I could get up to, like, I would know to get to 20 something and say a few things. And like you said, that now that's just not even in the system. So I
yeah,
understand that.
yeah. Because I went to it was half Spanish and half you know, English school in the kindergarten. So we had to recite the national anthem in both languages, and I knew it fluid.
Right. I got you. Damn, that shit is dope. So like I said, so growing up, like you being a doctor, like I mean, want to be a doctor and have aspirations for that. What about any sports or anything like that?
Yeah, I played ball, man. I played basketball my entire life, man. I love boxing, you
I
know.
was about to say that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Boxing was like my first love for real, you know, because there's no team. It's just you and that other person, you know. So
Right.
yeah, yeah. So that was always my shit, man. Played a little football, quarterback, you know. Yeah, sports was always heavy in the hood, man. Always heavy.
Hmm.
Uh, I was
So
supposed to.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, I was about to say I was supposed to play for my high school. But that's when the streets started happening, man.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Introduce us to that because I was going to kind of go there. That was going to be the next thing that I could ask. It's like, so go there. So when you start, what,
I
high
got
school or?
I got you, because I mean to not to well to go back a little bit. My father was murdered when I was 5 years old. You
Damn,
know,
bro. I'm sorry to
yeah,
hear that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's what
He
this.
was
That's a part of where the Spanish went, bro. Seriously,
yeah. You know, so, that was real traumatizing at that age, man. You know, and
of course.
I really wasn't, you know, I told myself I had to be strong for everybody else. So I didn't really tap into the emotion like I was supposed to. I never let it go. You know, I held on to it. I really didn't cry and shit. So growing up, you know, I didn't realize that it was going to affect me the way that it did, you know. But about time I got to, because I went to Girard College and everything. If y'all don't know what that is, it's like one of the top schools in Philadelphia. It's like a uh, you know, you go there, you stay there, man. It's like a school the top educated children in the city or whatever, you know, or anybody can come. But yeah, but after I went there and being as though I only had my mother, you know, I was real attached to her, so I uh I didn't want to be away from her, so I ended up leaving that school. And when I left that school, man, my sixth grade year, I started learning a little bit more about the streets, man. I started venturing off the porch a little bit more, man. You know, and by my ninth grade year, um, yeah, school really wasn't on my mind, you know, and it was more about stealing cars and smoking weed and fighting and shit, you know, just running around doing stupid shit, man.
Right. Yeah, because see, that's what I was gonna say. So, would you to elaborate on like on any trials and tribulations? I mean, that's already right there. It is in its facts. So I was we both gonna build onto that. So, any type of if you want to like any type of dealing with the law any type of incarceration or anything like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you,
When I was actually when I was 14 years old, I had gotten into a couple physical altercations with some other youths, and they had pressed charges, aggravated assault type shit.
hmm
So my 15th summer, I spent my 15th summer, and because I got put on probation for the ag assault, you know, and then I kept smoking weed. So
right,
when I went to court and shit, the Judge Gordon, I never forget what he said, man. He said, man, I give you 90. He said, I give you 90 days to get your shit together, man. That's candy apple time, and you come in here with levels that damn near melted the cup, man. He said, man, you gotta go. He said, man, you gotta go to boot camp, man. Fort George Young. He sent me up there. So that was my little juvenile bit, man. I did out there and uh salute the Fort Charles Young, man. Vision Quest, man. I had a lot of fun
uh,
and I learned a lot of stuff up there, man. You know,
right.
I learned a
So
lot.
what was that, like a detention home or something, or
It was a boot camp. It was a boot camp.
boot camp? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, it was a boot camp, man. We had to do a lot of drill. We had to do drill, man. Everything was real militant, man. They had us everything was conditioning, fast, loud, you know, sharp under your head, solid under your feet, balancing your heart, soldiers of peace. That was one of the things we had to remember, man, live by up there. So it was real dope, a real good experience, man. And back then, it was really helping us, man. I know my generation, for those of us that went through the Vision Quest system and the boot camp system, it really helped us, man. So, salute to them, man, for doing an excellent job with us, man. And uh, at least trying to put us on the right path out here, man.
right. Because it's like what you think it was more than like even going to like a adult prison or jail than now. Like they was really trying to rehabilitate you more than what the bullshit that happens when you get an adult. Where it's just like you're really in jail and it
Absolutely,
just
absolutely, absolutely. Because like I stated before, I didn't have a father. I didn't have a father, so my house was missing that male, that male voice, man. That sturdiness, And so when I entered the boot camp system, all them guys are up in your face, uh, you know,
right,
you feel me? So
right,
just having
militant,
that in yeah, just having that in my life, man, it helped me a lot.
right. All right. So when you dealt with that, so what kind of, as you would say, like what kind of got you off of the wagon? Like once you got home now, you said this is your 15th year. So when you was like 16, 17, what was going on there?
All right. See, that's a real good question, man, because as good as the boot camp program was, you feel me? That's why I said salute to them for trying. You feel me?
Hold on for a
Because
sec. Yeah. Why, Mike, I thank you for coming up here, but this is his personal interview. I don't let people come up on people's personal interviews, bro. And it sucks because he got good shit I told, but yeah, go ahead.
I heard that. It's all good, man. Salute, man. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like salute to them for trying. Because unfortunately, uh, when I
Oh
got back
shit,
out in
my
them
bad.
streets, it's
Mm-hmm.
all good, bro. Shit, you know. But when I got back out in them streets, man, I was super healthy for a couple months, man. I was my mind was clear. I had a lot of goals, but eventually, uh, staying in that environment, man, things happen. So, like I said, I had moved from North Philly to Germantown. So from the
Oh,
age 5, huh?
no, I said I'm listening to you, bro.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
All right, no, we good. I had moved from North Philly to Germantown. So from the age 5 to the age 16, I was living in the eastern part of Philadelphia, which is Germantown. And after I did that little juvenile bit, like right after that, the summer after that, my mother moved to the Frankfurt part of the city, you know, and it's a whole bunch in between with that because at that same time she had got this new boyfriend, that came home from prison, and he was on some bullshit, man. And at the same time, my mother, her life was changing, and my life was changing. So us moving into the Frankfurt area, man, it flipped my family like upside down. And having this new man in my house with a different energy, and the negative energy that he brought into my home, to be honest with you, man, it like flipped my house upside down and changed me as a person. So yeah, it was
What
real,
happened with
bro.
the house? You went down a little bit. What happened in the household?
To be honest with you, man, this man came into my home, and now my mother has always been like the person, the go-to person in my family. You feel me? Like everybody that had their problems, they needed a place to stay, and all that shit. She was always the one that was there for everybody, and still is to this day. You feel me? So, um, but this guy came home from jail. My cousin introduced her to him while he was locked up. So when he come home from jail, my mother started messing with him or whatever. He ended up get my mother high and shit. Like they start using crack together and shit. And we moved from Germantown. That's when I got older. I realized that's why she moved from the neighborhood because the community that I was living in, it wouldn't have went down like that. But we moved up to the Frankfurt area, so we could be away from everybody, and yeah, man, it got a little out of hand up there for my family and for my mother and her addiction. And at the time, I had started selling drugs too, so I'm out there selling crack, and my mother is using crack. And it was times where I would leave shit in the house and shit, and she find it, and that's part of the reason why I stopped, man, because it just it fucked everything up, bro.
Right. Damn. Know all about that type of thing, bro.
Yeah,
I,
man, that shit was real.
besides, I mean that I know that affected you, but but besides like maybe the money or anything, like, but how else did you think that affect, like the outside looking in, your friends and stuff like that? Like, how did it like her using? How did it affect you? And then the boyfriend that just made you rebel even more and try to get
Uh,
away from it.
uh, to be honest with you, man, it affected me in a lot of ways because she all I had, she all I had. So to see her um be so weak, you know,
Right.
um at this point, man, was like fucking me up, and it caused me to like want to be stronger, you know. So with him, man, with him, I had to just understand humans and understand that you know, he was the way he was for a reason too. You feel me? Like I can't just put all the blame on him, because he had his issues too. Like I said this on my channel a while ago, be careful who you hate or be careful who you wish, something bad upon, because if that shit happened, man, you might regret it, man. You might realize you really ain't hate that person as much as you did. Because the man that I'm speaking of is not here no more with us, you feel me? And I wish I never felt them
Right.
feelings towards him, So as serious as it is, man, is real. So it definitely affected me in a lot of ways, man. More so now in a positive way than it did then, because back then it just made me want to just hurt people and just take my anger out in the wrong places and not talk about it and shit like that. So, you know, that's all it really did, man. I was just out there just doing shit, trying to hurt people, not realizing that I was just hurting myself.
Okay. So I would say then. So what would be your So did you as an older teenager, did you get into any other type of any more trouble like with the bar or anything?
Ah man, by the grace of God, T man, I've damn near, man, allegedly, bro, damn near committed damn near every crime out there is to commit, man. And by the
Mm,
grace of God, I have
right,
yeah, So yeah, man,
right.
you know. Right now, currently, to be honest with you, I am in a little bit of a legal situation, but it's this is different, man.
Right.
This is different right here, man. You know. Um
Right.
yeah, I can't really speak on it the way I want to.
Yeah, don't get into that. And again, man, like for other channels or other content creators or whatever, I'm not because to me from your following and what I've seen and I'm only asking this because, like, at some point it has to be a turnaround, and that's what I'm kind of getting at. Because, like, a lot of my stuff and the questions and the stuff that I kind of put together is more like linked to your channel and what we get and what the people who are here that know you is about more than everything. But that's why I go to people's childhoods. But I'm just asking that question because I definitely not like trying to put you out there or try to sell
Absolutely.
did just somebody's gangster or monster or jail.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no doubt,
Even
no doubt, no doubt,
you
no
see what
doubt.
I'm
See, I
saying?
already know, bro. I already know, bro. You know, but yeah, man. If you know, if I don't feel uncomfortable with saying something or anything, you know,
Yeah,
but
you know
yeah, we good
exactly.
though,
And I'm
bro. We all
definitely not
good, bro.
gonna and I'm definitely gonna never Vlad nobody. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna Vlad you, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro. We Gucci though. But,
Right. So, like, cause so the areas that, like I said, because it seemed like that's why I'm not trying to fast forward or get out of here.
no, we
I'm just
cool.
saying it seemed like you haven't been to always mess up where you from. I don't know why I can't say Kennison like that, but
Kensington, right, right. No, no.
Kensington.
See, yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're
getting there.
not
We getting there.
right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We're not there yet. So, like I said, so again, then just describe. Okay, so you have been, so basically you just was being a regular hood teenage dude at this time. So 17, 18, and all of us, we smell our mess. We're trying to do stuff to hustle or whatever,
Yeah,
messing with
man.
some shorties, smoking bud, drinking, doing
You
whatever.
already know,
And
man.
then you staying away from the crib. I know the story because I lived it. You trying to not be around the crib as much as possible because they're getting high in the household. So, and then there's turmoil because you know it's more than one reason why you haven't kind of having smoke with your step pops or whatever mother's boyfriend, however you want to put it. So, just explain to us, or to me, yeah, just explain just like your teenage years leading up that you want to
All right,
talk about.
all right, no doubt. Because to elaborate on my mom's ex-husband, you know, the brother name is Umar, man. You know, to be honest with you, man, is much negative as I spoke on that he brought into my household. You know, I actually learned how to survive out here from him. You know,
Okay.
um, um, the game, you know, the game. You feel what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
shit that everybody ain't gonna tell you, man. You know, I learned from him, man. So you know, uh, it was just hustling, man. It was just hustling. That my goal was to get a certain amount of money, man, and just get the fuck out of here. So everything that comes with that was there. You feel me? And I've been through all that, you know. So whatever it takes to hold down your block or to have your rep up or to prove your point, I've been there, done that. You figure, deal me? So, it ain't no need to get into many details because the story is the same with all of us, you know.
Right,
Um,
right, right.
how me find it, how I found Kensington, you know, I actually switched my hustle up. And this is going into my earlier 20s. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Um I had stopped dealing with the coke and the crack and shit, and I had started dealing with the pharmaceuticals, you know.
Okay.
So now I'm in a pharmaceutical game and all roads keep leading back to Kensington, you know. So every time I get deeper and deeper in the pharmaceutical game, I end up down Kensington. So finally, I just posted up down Kensington. You know, first it was Somerset. They just shut down Somerset Station. But let me give y'all
Mhm. Right,
a
that's
little
what I
picture
like.
of
Yeah.
Kensington and the hustle. You feel me? Um 2006 or some shit, you know, 2006, 2007, right? Yeah, well, you in New York, right?
No, I'm in Boston.
Okay, you're in Boston. Y'all got like a L station, like a train station,
We
something
got
like that.
20. Yeah.
Okay. So it all right. Now the L, you know, you see the Kensington L. I mean the L station where our train run at.
Yeah.
Now picture 200 to 300 people standing at the bottom of the L station, all promoting their drugs at the same time. Subs, Xannies, perks, uh, needles, just all promoting at one time. As soon as you get off the L, just all these people just yelling at you, all these different drugs that they have. This is how it was. Open, I'm talking about wide open,
Open.
bro. you know, wide open, bro. So I go down there, right, and picture this, right? Picture this. You selling Suboxones, right?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all know what Suboxones are, they're an opiate blocker, man, to keep people off heroin and opiates and things of that nature, right? You're selling Suboxones, $10 a watt, right? Picture selling 90 Suboxones,
Mm.
right? Right? In 10 minutes, right?
God damn.
Right? No. Because this, I'm not done, bro. And these are facts, bro. This I'm telling you. As fast as you sell those 90, there's somebody up. There's somebody coming to sell you another 90 wholesale. You know, so you might have one person standing next to you with 90 subs wholesale, and another person standing on the other side of them that want 40 of them, you know, at retail. So this is nonstop all day. And I mean, I'm just saying that with the subs. This is with perks, Xannies, oxys, you know, everything is coming wholesale and selling retail at the same time. You feel me? This is how it was running back then, allegedly. You know, this is how it was running, and still to this day, this to some point, allegedly.
Right.
So,
So
as now, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So as I started you know, getting deeper into that, you know, I would like I said, I started off at Somerset train station. In between Somerset train station and Kensington and Allegheny, right? You got about um I say about good 15 blocks, give or take,
Oh,
right?
mm-hmm.
Um, as time went on, right, the people would get off at Kensington and Allegheny and walk up to Somerset. So what I would do is, as time went on, I would gradually move down, you know, from block to block. You feel me? Over the months, over the weeks, as the shit started getting more out of hand and people started getting, I would move down. So finally, I ended up all the way down at Kensington and Allegheny, and started a whole new different thing. But at the same time I'm doing that, I'm meeting people, right? All these people, or a lot of people that I met, was addicts and people from out of state, right? Now the whole time I'm selling pharmaceuticals at this point, you know, I'm helping people. I'm helping people. Because a lot of my clientele was people that was trying to stay off of heroin. So I'm getting close to people, and I'm really starting to pay attention to what's really going on, and how bad I was affecting things when I was, doing the other thing. Even though
Right.
I was still in the streets and I'm still, living a criminal life. Now I'm selling subs and I'm actually keeping people off heroin. So felt a little better about that, but I still was in the streets. You feel me? So
Right.
as time went on, man, I just began to wake up more and more, man. And we here now.
Wow. That's so that makes sense because I was again some of the a few questions because like I said, it's more of that thing. Because I was also gonna say, I've heard, the stench and the scene, and that's what I wanted to say. Somebody told me, and I thought about like just saying, describing that scene, and you kind of said it. All them people being from wholesale to
Yeah,
regular sellers. Like, could you give us like a sense of what it looks like in the five senses from your ear, from smelling, with the
all right.
five
Well,
senses?
picture,
Yeah,
picture, picture. Yeah, picture. Yeah, I got you, bro. No doubt. All right. Picture. Picture. Uh, what I just said. Right. A whole bunch of people. Right. Um. Um. More than 80% of them are nodding off. Right. Are nodding off, falling asleep, needles in their arms. Right. A bunch of needles on the ground. Um. You walk down 2 blocks, man, and you smell a smell of death, man. Some shit you never smelled before, man. And is actually human feces that's piled up for months and months and months because these people is all going to this one alleyway, relieving their bowels and urinating in this alleyway every day, all day. And
mm,
there's numerous alleyways, and you look across the street, man, you see a guy overdosed in the middle of the street, man, face blue. This is on a regular every day, all day. This is on a regular, man. Somebody falling out in front of you, dying right around the corner, man. Such and such just got a bad hit, man. And then you see uh 70, 80 people turning the corner. to go get samples, because they got they got to have it, so it's a bunch of people running around the corner to go get samples, man. And it's just a nasty sight, man. Little kids walking
So
down the street, man.
so what I want to say is like, how's it cut off? Like, so you say it's an open mark. So how was like the 5-0 situation? How's
The
Jacob
police
like?
are right there. Listen, man. The police. Listen, man. Listen, man. Shout out to the police, man. But their hands are tied. This is bigger than what the police can do. Because
Right,
picture every single solitary block is a heroin block, a fentanyl block. Every single block, you can get heroin, crystal meth, crack. Every single block. It's not like back in the day when they selling crack on 16th Street and you got to go down about 8-9 blocks to your next
right,
no, every single block, and they're all making money. you know and
right.
and I'm talking about 15, 16-year-old boys, man, 13-year-old kids, man, that's out here. And yeah, it get real, bro.
For the most part, they're just like out there as a fit. Like maybe if something get out of hand. But for the most part, anything that's regular just goes because it's like you
Yeah,
said, it's just too much.
absolutely, man. And what's regular down here, man, is people 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people shooting heroin in the middle of the street. That's regular. No,
Mm,
really in the middle of the street, man. That's regular. You know?
that is just some type of scene. That's why, like, I think every mm. Damn. So, like you said, I want to ask you, like, maybe if that's jumping too far, but um, so what made you like get into like where we at now, like, far as you know, what I'm saying, well, I
Being
did
on the
ask
right
you that
side.
about the ball,
No,
yeah,
I
because
got you,
that's what,
bro.
yeah, it's a couple of
No,
things. First, I skipped past as far as when you said balling and stuff. Far as other things, do you have any other talents like you mess with music? Did
yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. I do a little music, man. I rap a little bit.
Oh,
I
okay.
forgot to say that, man. Yeah, I've been rapping my whole life, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Have you ever? Did you drop anything? Have you ever dropped anything before?
No,
Or
no, I actually didn't, man, because early on, man, I was a real heavy like conspiracy theorist type boy. So I'm like, I'm not selling my soul, man. I don't want that shit. So I just would just rap for my friends and my homies and shit. So I really wouldn't put my all into it to drop no projects and that.
right, I got
It's
you.
only now I regret it, man, and I wish I'd have went independent, man.
Right, exactly. I got you. Um, I would say that so yeah, because that's what I was trying to get around, just trying to find a way to get in here with the stuff that I had said, because it's more of like what you see is more of the how about like what you said with the Fetty and as far as the drugs go, like it turned into like, is it even any heroin out there, or is it all
Man, that's a
Fetty?
good that's a good question. That's a good question because back in 2011 ish, 2010 ish, right, is when allegedly, supposedly, when this guy, the Mexican dudes, man, when they started with this fentanyl shit. So before that, man, it was always heroin all over the place, man. People used heroin forever, man. People
Mm-hmm.
always use heroin, man. It wasn't until this fentanyl came, man, where we started
Yeah,
getting this. Go what you
yep.
say, bro?
And that's what, yeah, because that's what, because I was trying to figure out like the way that I wrote it. Yeah, exactly. And that's what, and you're getting into what I really was asking is, yeah, did you see, did it a change from when it was just heroin to now it's like Fetty, like, which, I mean, we people that know about this
Absolutely.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
so like, was it has it been a drastic change though, like,
Yes.
or
Yes.
okay,
Super
that's what I'm
drastic. Super
asking.
drastic change. And I'm a elaborate on what Star said down here in the comments in a second too, bro, if you don't mind, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a super drastic change, man, because like I said, people was using heroin forever, bro. Back in the 60s, all that shit.
Oh yeah,
There
yeah.
was always heroin around. You feel me? But people wasn't sleeping out in the streets off dope. You know, people would cop their little heroin and go back home and use it or whatever. You know, we still we don't promote none of that stuff, man. You know, we don't want you to use nothing. But like I said, people were still functioning and still going in about their lives to some degree with using the heroin. 2011, 2012, man, this fentanyl hit the streets, bro. And we got people coming from all over the globe, all over the world getting stuck, bro. And they don't leave. They get this fentanyl, either they overdose and die, or the high is so intense and so fast, they need a fix so quick they don't even leave because it's right there.
Right. Yeah, I said like, cause and that's a bad thing because like I said, I've been through trials and tribulations like this myself. That can be in this shelter, and like you said, that makes it so easy when it's for you to ever try to change doing something that's just that accessible to you. Oh, that's just bad news
It's just
for
right
the
there,
addict.
bro. Every block, man.
They ain't never
And,
gotta leave, and then if they get a check or something, then like you said, that makes them
and,
easy to stay on the streets and never try to get out of that shit because every day is the same day to them. Just like kind of like how our lives be. If you right
mm-hmm.
there, that shit is that's bad, man. That's just
Oh,
like
that's a fact.
crazy.
Shit crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. And it's out of hand at this point, man. And to Star that said the doctor's writing the prescriptions. Um, it's a doctor that was locked up, man. What was this guy name, man? Down South Philly, man. Um, I forgot his name, man. But I used to take 10 people a month, allegedly, right? 10 people a
Hmm.
month to this doctor, man, and get scripts from this dude, man. And he knew it was me every time because I come in with somebody new, you feel me? But he ain't care as long as he was getting what he was getting, you know, and I was getting what I was getting. So yeah, you absolutely right, Star. The doctors write that shit, man. I'm talking about I had 5, 6 doctors. I had one doctor for one doctor for subs and addies, another doctor for Xannies, all these doctors, they was the ones that had us suited and booted for real.
Right. So even with the subby, so would you see like even to this point? I try to ask somebody this. So, do you see like the people that do try to fight? You see people trying to balance it off by messing with this, like buying the subs, but
Oh,
still
absolutely.
using and trying to, what I'm saying, trying to compete by using the subs that way, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, I actually do. I mean, not so much now because the fentanyl, the subs don't do shit for none of that, bro.
mm-mm.
So the Fetty has taken over. Either you doing the subs or the methadone. If you're doing Fetty, you're doing Fetty. It ain't. I mean, I can't really speak because I haven't, experienced it myself. But from what I see, I don't think a person would be able to balance that too much, man. Because that Fetty a different monster, man. Now, as far as with the heroin goes, I did have a couple people, man, that would dibble and dabble, long as
Right,
it was heroin. They would dib and dabble a little bit, and they was able to keep up with the subs and stuff like that, man. Because I was selling them about 20 or 30 a week, and he
right,
would do about a bag on the weekends or something like that of the heroin.
right, right. Exactly. 'Cause, yeah, like I said, I understand how that works. This thing is just like a pure epidemic. I mean, so I mean, it's that bad. Like, what about y'all news? Like, how far as the news go? Every now and then, do they
This
bring it
shit
up
is
or even
so
talk?
regular, T. This shit is so regular, bro. It's no need. It's no need to report about it in the city because the whole city know about it. So it's really no need to talk about the next person that just overdosed every 5 minutes because it's so regular and the city has accepted it for so long. So
What
it's really
about?
no need, huh?
So is it in a set?
I mean,
It's
I'm
not
saying
like that
it is a need
residential?
to in my eyes. It is a need to in my
Oh
eyes.
yeah.
Let's not get my words mixed and screwed. But as
No,
far
I
as
didn't
I
think you
guess
said
the
that
media,
anyway.
no, I'm just saying, I gotta say that though, bro. You feel me?
I feel you.
You know,
That's smart. But
as
do
far as
you
the
think
media, I don't
what
think
I'm
they care.
saying, like, is it how is it? Is it in a commercial area like out here, like that out here, our downtown Boston like that? Then we got
Ah
this shit
man,
called Miracle Mile. Our Miracle Mile is like that, but it can't compete because it's too small. And I mean, I don't want to be competing with it, but it can't compete either way, even though we're talking about some effed up stuff
right?
anyway. But it can't
I feel you.
compete. But that's just to say It's just this place that's not too far from me, and it's by it's a methadone clinic, and then it's Boston City Hospital, and it's like that whole down there. It's just zombie land. But
Yeah,
what?
this is a huge area.
But that's a huge area. So, but like I said, is it residential or is it somewhere like?
Nah, it's residential, bro. This is a
So
whole
that's what
neighborhood.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So even the neighbors, to the point that the neighbors even have to just deal with it. The ones that,
Yeah, man. It come to the point, man. You know, you liable to come out your house, man, and somebody overdosed on your step, man. That's how serious it is out here, bro. It's like that's all. That's what it is. It's a residential area, and you know, it's an avenue. You know, it was an avenue. The avenue was a shopping place, and behind the avenue, and on the side, even on the avenue, the side blocks is all residential area. It's all homes and all people living, families, you know, families that don't do drugs, don't sell drugs, you know, shit like
right,
that. Yeah, this is a whole community, whole and it's blocks and blocks and blocks, man. It go from Kensington to the Badlands, you know, North Philly area and shit like that. It's just the homeless, the more the homeless people group up and stay more on the avenue, you know, for safety reasons and things like that, you know.
right,
They stay out in the open. But yeah, on the back blocks, you don't want to go down there, bro. You don't want to go out there, and people live there. You know, people is a whole, you know, it's different
right.
communities sectioned off, you know, but it's all together.
Damn. So any
It's
business
wild. It's
going on?
wild, T. It's wild, T.
Yeah,
It's
that
wild.
shit is crazy as hell. So I guess I'll just fast forward a little bit then, like I said, and get to these few joints. Damn. What I guess because of what yeah, like I said, first I will just get back to the things that I guess you seeing this and might have had a guilt trip plus mom Dukes and um what ended up happening that like you felt a certain type of way? What made you
To be honest with you, bro, I don't know, you know, because it was so sudden. Like I said, if you go back to my on Facebook, I had back in 2017. You know, I was
uh-huh.
trying to show the difference. I was trying to show the difference in the neighborhoods. You know, but as far as the whole Surviving Kensington movement and really advocating, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that shit just was sudden, bro. Like that shit just was all of a sudden. Like I said, man, some legal issues came to me um on a whole nother different type situation, left field type shit. You feel me? And during this time, man, I was like hanging it up already, man. I was done with the streets, man. And I was really feeling the ways about what was going on out here. Like it's just, you know, seeing kids get hurt, man. And my children, my son got shot, man. And
Oh damn, man.
yeah, yeah, it just was so many things happening, man. I'm like, yo, this shit not it, bro. Like this shit ain't it. One day I just woke up, man, and something was like feed somebody. You know, it was God, it had to be God, man. That said feed somebody, man. Make sure somebody eat today, bro. And
Right.
I went up on the avenue, and it's a couple that live up there, man. I just dropped the upload about them, and I made sure they had something to eat, man. I caught the bug from there, T, and we've been rocking and rolling, man.
Right. So yeah, so I mean, and then I'm answering the same question because so when did you come along like to think about doing a YouTube channel?
Oh, that wasn't until well, I had thoughts about it. I had thoughts about it about a year and a half ago, but I still don't know nothing about YouTube. I knew even less then, but just like damn near a lot of other people, man, with the pandemic, right? And wanting to connect with people and spread awareness and trying to figure out a way to network. I'm not real um, computer savvy or social media up to date. All I knew was YouTube because I would watch videos and listen to music and shit like that. And so I just figured YouTube would be the place where I showed some videos on of where we live and how we live in. And, you know, before you know it, I had a video that went viral, and I'm like, oh shit, and then I'm learning all these other things, and they like go live, and it just got a little different, man.
So, did you go live? Like, would you one of your? Well, I know you uploaded a lot of videos more than you've been live. Like, did you like?
Yeah, I had no
You know,
intentions on going live, bro.
right,
Um, they told me about getting monetized. I knew nothing about that neither. I
right.
just was strictly trying to spread awareness, bro, and trying to get some support, hopefully, and that's what I was doing. And they was like, well, you can get monetized and all this. You can get some money from YouTube, and you need some watch hours and all. So they like go live, and you can, And I was like, all right. And then from there, man, I started meeting people, like yourself, Tommy D, um,
Mm-hmm.
um, Barn, Bees, and I'm like, it's a whole community on here, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. So, I fell into that, into this.
Right. Nah, because I mean, shit, you've been doing good. You know what I mean. Before I even ran into you, then I was seeing stuff, and I mean, because like you said, I mean, like I said, beneficial, and that's what you're saying. I mean, of course, not that that's the right thing to say or whatever, or I'm coming off vocal like that, but you're in an area that like you see those videos because it's impactful, like because that's the thing that another question I was saying a few minutes is like because y'all in a place that like you definitely can come up off of that because and that's the point of all of y'all from I guess Frank to you to both like all of the guys again Tommy D because it's not everybody that knows about this place. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like you showing that awareness, like basically like me asking you the question about what the police can do or whatever. Maybe if you know saying a lot of places of America get to see if they give a F, if they could see that it's a place in the United States where it's that bad that somebody could come and try to clean up, like do something,
Yeah, do something, man,
because
because
that's
it's
that's bad. Like you said, the kids can see it and just know. And then, like you said, that's gonna obviously put somebody, and it's happened to a lot of people. That's gonna put a kid into like they're gonna know that I ain't gotta work. I can find a way to hustle and be a part of that thing because it's there to get. And then that's another way, like how people get high too, because all you have to do is be the chick and the wrong chick, or vice versa. If it's a girl, like wrong
yeah,
person, and you get high one or two times, and that's all it takes, and you're whole, like you're done.
well, that's real rap, man. Brain asked a real nice question, man. How do you find balance between exploiting and awareness? That's a real good question, Rain. Real good question. If you don't mind, T.
What? No, I'm not going to stop you. The questions. Go ahead.
Um,
Yeah, go
um,
ahead.
um, I had to actually learn that myself, Rain. Um, because actually the video of mine that has the most attention, I'm not proud of at all because I feel like I exploited that man. The video that went viral, I don't like the video because I feel like I exploited him and I didn't get his side of the story, man. I didn't talk to him because that's the very thing that I'm trying to do is change the narrative and get people's stories so people won't just be able to judge. And I did that exact same thing. I assumed that he was upset with the police because they uh they brought him back to life when I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case. He just was, you know, overdosing and they brought him back and he's distraught and messed up. But, you know, I took it upon myself to assume that he was mad at the police and 10 million people watched the clip, man, and it got me feeling like a nut. That's a real good
Right.
question because I think that if you build a rapport with somebody and you get their blessing and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, man, you can it's not exploiting them, man, because you genuinely care, and long as that person understand that you genuinely care, it's all good. So that's where I'm at with it, and I appreciate you for asking that. I appreciate you for
Yeah,
asking that.
cause see that actually, I guess it was good because I actually had that as a question as well. I
I
just
heard that.
worded it worded it a little different. Did so I worded it different. So since we did, we're just gonna do it back to back. I would say the way that I worded it, and I still think it's different. Like so, like I seen the what you had there earlier a couple of hours ago or whatever. It's like as far as exploiting them. Like, do you like what do you say to somebody like because I know you get them in your comments when somebody feels like you're taking advantage of them. What do you
uh,
what do
uh, uh,
what yeah what do you have to say to them, to those
well,
people that,
absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say something to him right now because I really don't pay no mind to him in the comments, to be honest with you. Because you have no idea, you know, they don't have no idea, and for the ones that sort of do have an idea, um, listen to what I'm saying right now. These people that I'm talking to that you see on my videos, you probably wouldn't see them or probably know anything about them if it wasn't for my camera, and they're thankful for that. And as long as my heart is in the right place and I'm doing things by God will and not trying to harm anybody, and as long as I have their blessings, y'all need to lay off, man, and try to do something and try to help instead of trying to judge me and act like I'm because honestly, like I said, I don't even want to do this. God is making me do this, and it feels good doing it. So don't kill the messenger. Just either help or just keep it pushing. There's plenty of other things to watch on YouTube. So salute to you, but I live here and we got to deal with this. So either you're going to help or keep it pushing.
right? Um, which one was yeah, that's true because it's just a decision. Okay, what I was gonna say is let's get to like prostitution. Um, how is that, and like what's the rawest elements of like how do you see that? How is
Man,
that
listen, man.
exploited?
Prostitution is right there in front of your face, man. It's nothing to walk past the alleyway and see a girl on her knees. That's nothing. That's normal. It's everywhere. Like I said, environments like this makes it easier for sex trafficking and for kidnappers and for all types of pedophiles to come just swoop right in and do whatever they want to do because all this has become the norm. Prostitution is on every corner. I don't talk down or disrespect any woman out here doing what they're doing. I just encourage y'all to be safe, man, and be mindful. Because there's a lot of things going on out here. If you could do something else, please do, because that's not it, man. We see girls getting snatched up and killed by all these weirdos. We got all types of Kensington stranglers and people chopping bodies up and shit. Like, it's real out here. Prostitution is everywhere, and in Kensington and Frankfurt, it's everywhere. I don't see it going anywhere because that's one of the frontliners of the drug trade, is sex, So it actually is like part running with it. So I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. So, yeah, it's definitely everywhere though, bro.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was just expecting. I just wanted to see like how graphic it basically get. So
Yeah, down there,
maybe
for a little more clarity, right? Real quick, where KNA is at, right? That's more of an area where the homeless sleep at, and people congregate to get high and things like that. When you go down to let's say Erie Torresdale, in between Tioga and the Frankfurt area, and Tioga from Erie Torresdale to Tioga is nothing but prostitution right there. That's where all the prostitutes are at. Majority of them away from where majority of the chaos is at. Because people don't want to be around where all that's at, and further down, anywhere where it's like where it seems like it's getting a little quiet at. That's where most of the prostitution.
what about robbery and theft?
That's heavy, man. It goes hand in hand with the drug game, man. If you have people making tens and thousands of dollars, in a matter of hours, you're gonna have somebody that don't want to do that, and would rather just come take it from you. So you always want to have to stick up kids and things like that. We skipped over a little bit, but I was, that was a little part of my history, where it wasn't about hustling, and we figured we could just go and just go stick a gun in somebody's face and take what they was just standing on the block for 8 hours or whatever. But yeah, that comes with the territory, man. Stick ups, robberies, thefts, all that, man, because this area is so polluted with violence and negativity, man. It's just whatever you could think of that's negative is here. That's why we don't want to be here. Because it's all right here. Whatever your mind can think of, your most horrible nightmares, whatever you thinking of, yeah, that's Kensington. That's where it's at. Shit like that, bro.
Um, one of the things. So, do you think that like what you are doing, like you said, you think that it's God sent for you to be on this type of mission or whatever?
Absolutely, absolutely, bro. Because I could be doing so many other things, man. This shit is not financial. Listen. I have 8 children, bro. 6 biological, 2 children that I take care of. You feel me? This shit ain't bringing me a dime. I have to feed my family. You feel me? So for me to be taking 10 minutes out of my day to care about somebody else, you know, it speaks volumes, man. And I'm taking chunks and chunks and chunks out of my life, you know, um, to dedicate to people that I didn't even meet yet. And this is being put on me, man. It can't be nothing else because like I said, and I continue to say, I could be doing so many more things, man. I could be doing so that's positive, I could be doing so many other things. It's not just about the negative things I could be doing. I could be doing so for me to be doing this specifically, you know, and feeling at home, feeling comfortable and meeting the people that I'm meeting, it has to be, bro. It has to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if it's any type of hope, that's what I'm asking you. Like, do you think that like what's the solution? Do you think that could change what's going on
Um
out there? Since once we
um
said we don't think the police can do it,
to be
what?
honest, I don't think it's any solution that can change it at this point, man. My goal and my hope is to just wake up some of the youth, man. Like I said, I got sons, man, and I see a lot of the young boys out there that listen to people that speak like myself, man. So my only dream, my only true goal is to wake up some of the kids, man, and maybe they can change it in the future. While I'm here, the things that I can physically do is just help people along our journey on our last days. It's all about the youth to take over the next chapter of this earth. So we just got to drop the jewels, man, and set the table for them. So while we here, we just got to take care of each other. That's why we feeding the homeless and anybody else that needs help out there, man. We want to try to raise awareness and try to help you to our best ability. But for real, to be honest, man, it's just an honorable sacrifice, and I just hope that some of the youngins, man, in the future don't have to live this way, bro.
Word, I feel. What what would you say is um like I mean it's probably a lot of them. But what's like one of the saddest things you've seen out there?
Oh man. Oh man. If y'all go to oh man. Uh like I said, I can say like you just said, it's a bunch of things. But off the top, if y'all go to Morals Over Money, man, the guy Frank, right? He has a interview with a young lady by the name of Bria. All right. This young lady, I know her. My mother attempted to adopt her. You know, I met her when I was working at 7-Eleven over there on the avenue, and she's 15 years old, man, and she would come into the store and try to steal. And the first couple times I let her go, about the third, fourth time I stopped her. I'm like, "What's up with you? What's your whole thing?" And she began to tell me how she was homeless and she lived in an abandoned building around the corner. So this 15-year-old child, you know,
Mm.
um, was living in an abandoned building around the corner from my job, and she would come to my job every night and steal sandwiches. And I began to build a bond with her, and eventually I introduced her to my mom, and they fell in love with each other. But she wasn't equipped to the rules, man. She was used to running the streets, and man, and my mom had some rules, because my mother had been had she's been Um, she's been clean for years and years now. That was just a small part of her life. About 3 4 years in her addiction. But so she tried to take this little girl, under her wing, man, and she went back out into the streets, and now she has a baby, and she was living in abandoned buildings and shit with her baby, man. So just to know that she's out there, and there's a bunch of other little girls out there and little boys in abandoned buildings, and they're homeless and shit, and they just found 16 kids that was part of a human trafficking and drug trafficking ring over there in Germantown, man. To know that things like this is going on right around the corner from me, bro, it's heartbreaking and it fucks me up every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is a serious place. Something I heard you talk about before. Um, how do you feel about uh basically about like mental illness and how like we kind of turn our back onto to it as far as our
Yeah,
community goes?
yeah. That's a good question, T. That's a good question because mental illness plays a huge part in our community, man. And from what I see, man, people just taking advantage of the mentally ill in communities like this because the community is at a such high pace. If you can't, everything is becoming mental and technical, with the technology and everything. So if you can't keep up mentally, you get left behind and you get treated, a certain way. So I think that it needs to be highlighted a little bit more, man, and people with mental awareness needs a little more help, man, and a little more attention because they're getting taken advantage of out here heavy, man. And you won't believe how many people suffer from mental awareness, from mental illness, man, until you get out here in these streets and start having conversations with people and realize that it's become like the norm. A lot of people are suffering from a lot of different things, man. And we need to pay attention a little more because they're getting taken advantage of out here, man. If you're not mentally equipped out here, you will be taken advantage of. So that's definitely a good question, bro.
I know you said that it's not the bag, it's not really your focus or whatever, but like you said, basically having 8 children. Um, and that's why I keep going to the channel because, like you said, you haven't got a dime, but eventually, saying you will start, you know, once, saying you apply yourself a little bit more as far as these people concerned, you will get YouTube money. So, um, is that a big factor of your success? Is for whatever you're doing
Absolutely
with
not.
YouTube?
Absolutely not, bro. Like I said, YouTube is something new, something that I was trying, something that I am, basically still trying. I only made my page November 20th, um, 2020. I mean November 17th, 2020. So I don't I mean if God blesses me with a future in this and I'm able to provide for my family and others, definitely it's all good. But is this something that I'm looking forward to secure the bag to take care of my children? Hell no, because I don't see it happening no time soon, and we got to eat right now, bro. You feel me?
Pretty much. But I just like I said, I think that where you progress so far already, and I mean, like anybody else, you don't want to depend on anybody, but you have one of this. You have a touchy channel, just like the big, but like Frank, like you have somewhere where people can always, be willing to, donate and
Oh,
help things
absolutely,
get better,
absolutely, man.
along with a lot of things that you want to do. And like I said, you put up numbers, and it's always like I said, the more that people know about your community and see the stuff that's going on, again, people will definitely, and even people, saying people who got, people that's well off. But like you said, I know, like you said, they got to eat now. It takes
Yeah,
time, but I
yeah.
think the more that you have time to work on good material, that that it would help. I mean, it would,
God willing,
because like
bro.
I said, you know, I would hope that you, what I'm saying, because mainly, like I said, mainly it's not too many more questions because, like I said, mainly my own thing was designed, to like talk about YouTube stuff, far as is your channel and stuff like that, and what
Well,
was
we can
going
get into
on
it.
out there. What's that?
I said, yeah, we can get into it, man.
Oh yeah, I mean it wasn't too much stuff. It was just like that. Like I was gonna one of the joints. I was gonna say, if you're looking further down again, it's like where do you expect? Well, like one of those joints is like it's the same thing I just said. It's other channels that's similar to yours, but what saying if you was in competition, which I know you're gonna say you're not, but if you was not even in that type of way, but you have channels that's similar to yours, but for more of an audience, what makes you either way? What makes you different? What makes your channel different than the others that are similar to yours?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. I'm Lego. You know, I'm Lego, bro. Lego. I mean, that's
Oh,
easy, bro. No disrespect. Humbly spoken, I'm Lego, bro. Simple like
which
that,
is
man.
which once again in the middle of the show is an acronym for what again?
Loyalty plus admiration ignites or inspires genuine originality. Lego.
So that
If you're
like
loyal to what you admire and who you admire, it should ignite or inspire something in you to be genuinely original. Like that.
there you go. I hear you.
Yes, sir.
Um,
I mean,
oh, well, that's when it comes to like you said, when you ran into somebody like dude, when you was doing your thing out there, yeah, bars. When you was
uh
out there and still out there, but from a hustler's perspective till now, same way. When you would see somebody, well, it wouldn't even matter for a long time because either way they'd be from other cities and other towns bordering, and either way,
You say what?
what would be? I was saying like that's me rambling through my own question. Basically, when you would meet people out there and stuff like that, that would be strangers to you. What would be like a person's first, most common thing that got them down
Oh man, the drugs, man. The
there? Right.
drugs.
No,
The
I mean
most.
I know that, but I know it
Yeah,
still would be a story behind that,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah. I'm about to get into it for you. The most common thing would be that I mean it still sums up to the drugs because they found out they know that it's everywhere and that they can get it easy. It's easy access to the drugs. So most people just come down here because it's an open air drug market and they know that they can get whatever drugs they want on demand. So
and probably and not being around there, like he went Tommy. Tommy said he was traveling for somewhere far. Like I would think that would be it. What I'm saying is like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with chance. I can't make you answer what I want, but I'm saying because I mean, like I say, for instance, I used to be again downtown Boston. Like that's where all it would be again, similar to your spot to here to
okay,
Kensington.
yeah, to get away. Yeah, because it's no. I spoke on that too. You're right. I mean, because there's no judgment in that area. There's
Right?
no
Yeah,
judgment. There's
exactly.
no judgment. I spoke on that with a few females on. I did an interview with them. But yeah, you're absolutely right though, T.
Excuse me. Yep, exactly. Just like Hurry Up and Die said, like child abuse, like because and then, like I was gonna say for my instance, like I had times when I hanged out. I didn't fucked around as a younger dude, like I said, and dabbled into shit I had no business doing. So I know it, and I've been in the comments, even hustling, and like you'll get a not even necessarily rapport, but you'll be out and you'll be fucking around, and you'll talk to people, like you said, you'll talk to like addicts, or you'll talk to certain people, and there'd be a different reason. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I was in homeless myself in the shelter, and certain people, like when I first was in the shelter, it was because I lost my job. What up, OW?
no,
Thanks for coming,
absolutely,
bro. It'd be sometimes be a job. Some people, it's just certain different things. So I was thinking with your experience that you might have heard the same thing
oh
come out
yeah,
of
oh yeah,
somebody like
oh
far
yeah,
as, oh, I lost a job and I was bad on my luck, and that's what got me here. And next thing you know, it's 2 years later, or oh, there's certain things. I just was interested to know what kind of
absolutely, T. No, my fault, but absolutely, T. Absolutely, I've heard every story there is, from yeah, just having an argument with their family, man, and just leaving out, and never
right,
returning,
right,
from breakups to
right.
to just molestation, all types of reasons, man. People leave their homes, and end up down here. So it's not all drugs. It's not all drugs. That's the majority, though. To be honest, man, that's the majority. But what makes people comfortable down there, right? What makes people that's not doing the drugs and things of that nature to come down there and be so comfortable in that environment is because there's no judgment. If you have a place where people are out there doing drugs out in the open and just falling asleep out in the open, nobody's going to judge you for being whoever you are, coming from wherever you're coming from. Nobody's going to really pay attention, and you can be whoever you want to be, man. You can actually start all over, man, and live a life. So a lot of people do take that route and do take advantage of coming into areas like that. So a lot of people don't take advantage and end up getting stuck. So it's definitely a whole bunch of different reasons why people end up down there. And then I-95, if y'all know what that is, it's 2 minutes away from here. So yeah, man, it's always somebody coming in.
Right. Because it's been different. Like I said, I remember one time I seen somebody, this couple downtown arguing. This dude was acting funny, beautiful girl. It was like from France or somewhere, and he walked off on the girl. She was walking around, and again, like I'm telling you, my our shit down there is equivalent to like this. Like it's shopping, it's nice, but then it's where all the drugs is at. And I thought, like what you just said, I'm like minding their business, but I'm looking at the dude like, yo, you better get that girl because this is the type of place. If she go down that wrong street,
She might not
next
come
time
back.
you see her, yeah, you and not the regular, not exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You that'll be the last time you see her as that.
No, fact.
All
She'll
it
be a
takes
whole
is
different person, bro.
yeah, a whole different person. All it takes is 24 hours down there, and it'll be a whole. And I didn't seen it.
That's a
I didn't
fact.
see girls that I know you didn't went through it from being down there, even hustling you. I didn't,
The most
man,
beautiful
messing with
girls,
a
man.
most beautiful girls, messing with a girl. She's a stallion working with her. Next thing you know, getting high, and you know what I'm saying? Like you said, for your time being up here, all it takes is from fucking December to less than now. And that stallion will be looking like a fucking pony.
No, that's a fact, bro. I've seen it time and time again, bro. It's happening right now as we speak, bro. Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
That
Uh,
shit's bad, man. But it's
Glad you put that out there, man.
yeah, it's definitely true. That's why I say I can understand. That's why I would talk to the other brothers that you mentioned before. It's like a family to us for the channels, is because the shit is serious. And that's again why I'm trying to tell you in about yourself and in the channel, and because this thing's intriguing. Because just like a lot of people be what you call that, but just don't know like about our culture in itself. It's like it's a lot of people that just don't even know that this shit exists, and some of it don't be they fault, because if you don't know, you just don't know. But there's a lot of people who just don't know about this. So it's like when what you're covering, somebody who don't know anything about this see this shit and they'll be appalled and be like, damn, and they'll be stuck on it. Like, are you kidding me? Like this shit
Yeah,
really like goes on. Like you said, the shit that you'll just see and the shit that you run into, and like you said again, the females are like the things that they sell to once you're out there, the shit, not even just them, the shit that some dudes subject they sell to once
facts,
they're getting high.
facts.
Like I said,
Um,
even in the shelter, I didn't see dudes like, money, you're just homeless. Like you now you're just dating a transsexual because, but you're getting high now, so it's like all that
yeah,
regular person once again is out the window. It's like a
that's a
wild,
fact, bro.
wild west out there.
That's a fact, man. I had a dude tell me, man. People get to like an animalistic state. Getting high, man. It's like an animalistic state, man. He was telling me, um, I asked him what was one of the worst things he's seen out there, man. And he told me that it was a guy uh with a wound on his leg, man, and the wound was open so wide, and it was
Mm.
infected. It was infected so bad. Um, it just was filled with flies. His leg it was just a bunch of
Ooh.
flies just on his leg, just eating the raw flesh on his leg, man. Um, then he said he walked down the street, man, and picked up a coat, and the coat had so much lice in it. The eggs and the lice just was falling out of the neck of the coat, where it was just
Mhm.
filled with so much lice, man. So it's just so much, things that you wouldn't even imagine that you'll see down there, man. You know,
Right.
yeah, I'm just gonna try to bring it to y'all how it is though, bro.
Right. Yeah, man, that's what it is. I just got like a few more. Like I said, I usually play the game, but I think it's not even necessary in this case because it's really, really, really not relevant to this situation until probably unless we do another one. Um, like I said, I just hope that you know what I'm saying, you bringing awareness to a lot of people and stuff like that. So I just hope that I mean, not that you said that, but I just hope that you stick to your channel and have faith in your channel because it definitely be, one of those channels is going to continue to grow and there will be proceeds when you have channels like this one. You know what I mean?
I
Um,
appreciate that, T. I mean, I just said earlier, man, I'm a probably just go live like once a week, man, so I could focus on more uploads and bringing more of a visual to you guys, man. So salute to
yeah.
that, man.
Yeah, because it do take up. I see that Star A, she's just like, they worried that you're gonna let them go. And see, that's the thing too.
Nah, we
I
good,
know
we
that you
good.
might be worried about that burden, but like when you talk to people, y'all, people get attached to you and they look for it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you leaving something on them and like what you said, and I try to do, but I can't consistently do it as much as others, but when you touch somebody, man, it means something. And when you talk about something and people know that you're genuine with your stuff, that's why I think of the few that do put up with me or fuck with me is because no matter what I be talking about, I feel as though that certain people know that I'm not up here bullshitting them or I'm lying on faking the funk no matter what we talking about. That I'm a genuine person, you know what I mean? And
No
that
doubt.
means a lot. Just like it means a lot to me. I don't want nobody bullshitting me, you know what I'm saying? Just to be trying
Absolutely,
to
bro.
get likes and views and putting up numbers and donate cash apps and all that shit. No, it's not. It's just that again, when anybody does this to being a content creator, it's like it takes a lot of energy, no matter how funky fresh the visuals look or whatever the person's doing, they're taking their time and their energy to be with you, and like
Absolutely, bro.
so you have to appreciate that. Sometimes people gotta understand that this is like something simple. Like when I asked for a ride, or like when my boy one time, like if a person asks for gas or something, and you got the gas money or whatever, you just feel as though you're good because you got that person's gas money, but you're forgetting that but it took you an hour to get there and an hour to get back. You just
Uh,
took 2.5 hours out of that person's time that
Facts.
they could have been doing whatever the fuck they wanted to be doing. So it's more than the gas money. You see what I'm saying? So
Absolutely, absolutely, T. Yeah. Good way to put it, bro.
a lot of people don't get it. So, but man, like for now, I guess that's it. I want you to explain the channel like to the depths of anything to, oh no, that's one last thing I like to say. You have a few people from your channel that's up here that know you even more than me and or Canada and stuff. Could you just explain to them or myself? Let me know something about you that we wouldn't think or that we didn't know about yourself.
Okay.
It could
All
be
right.
good,
That's a
bad,
good one.
ugly. It
All
ain't
right. Let
gotta
me
be
think
nothing.
about it. I heard that. Let me think about that for a couple seconds, bro. Something that y'all wouldn't think about me. What that y'all wouldn't know. That's a good question, man. Oh man. Um. Shit. Uh. That's a good question, T. I'm trying to
Bro,
think, bro.
it
That's a
could be
good question.
something that's down to you can paint your ass off. It could be something that simple. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm a real good chess player, man.
Right. See, and that was one of your questions of my game that I fucking played. We played.
Mhm.
That's what I was gonna say. Chess or checkers. Like everybody do that, but your shit would have
Okay.
been chess. You played chess. You're a hell of a chess player. Anybody that
Yeah.
play chess, I'll bust your ass in chess, nigga.
Yo, what no smoke.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I can't play chess. I just wanted to hear you say that. Because
My
anybody,
guy,
that's
my
how I can
guy.
play chess. Because anybody can play chess is gonna say shit, nigga. And
Yeah,
he
you
could
know,
be a
yeah,
fucking
I get
novice.
down,
That's
man.
how the chess player, yeah, chess player ain't gonna say, we'll see now. Chess player gonna say, nigga, I'll whoop your ass. I never played chess.
Real talk, man. I used to
Um,
walk around. I used to walk around the neighborhoods with my chessboard, man. First old head that they say some shit like, "Young boy, you don't know what you're doing with that, man." I set that shit up on the back of a car. So, come on down here, or come get this work. I walk through the neighborhoods with my chessboard, bro.
right. Who was it? You? Somebody was just talking about that shit. Like, yeah, they man walk with that shit. Got the little be into that shit. They got a little one. It's like they go to the bar, the club, and that nigga had that shit and pull that shit out and just sit
Whip it
it
out
there
on
and
you.
set a niggas
Yeah.
out. Just put it there and then leave it at a table. He see somebody fucking with the shit. He'll go jump on their
Yeah,
ass like, let's go.
yo. That's a fact. That's a fact. I set the motherfucking board up, leave it there. Wait for
Yeah.
somebody to go over there and start touching. You touch a piece, move a piece, man. You know, now we gotta play. But yeah, that's real shit.
Yup, that's some crazy. Yeah. I mean, so like I said, you go with your basically your last words or anything that you want the people to know that you ain't said, because again, it'll be people from across the lands that's gonna hear this in a replay, and the people just not the people up here. Just let them know whatever you feel like saying. You feel like saying, bro.
All right. Uh, I mean, I'm just trying to raise awareness, man, for my community, and try to show people that sometimes in our culture, man, being positive or you know, speaking with you know, being nice to people, sometimes it could be considered weak. Speaking with wisdom or trying to uplift somebody, it could be considered weak in our culture. I'm trying to show people that look like me, that talk like me, it's okay to be positive. It's okay to give back. We got to change this shit because ain't nobody going to do it for us, man. I got to help. Even if somebody's going to help us, we got to help ourselves. It got to be from the inside out. So I just want to bring awareness. I want to let everybody know that you shouldn't judge people. We're trying to change the narrative, man. Everybody has their struggle. Like the brother T said, just a minute, he sort of corrected me when I said that everybody came down to Kensington to get drugs. No, everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own story. Everybody's individual. So we want to respect people as individuals, and for those people that need help, that can't go on life by themselves, that need a little assistance, we need to assist them. Nothing more, nothing less, man. I'm going to continue to do my part in the community the best way I know how. I just ask that y'all support. Come over there to Surviving Kensington. Come subscribe. I'm looking forward to me doing whatever I can, man. Whatever plans we come up with, I'm gonna execute them the best way I know how. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, T, for having me up here and for giving people a little bit more in tune with what I'm doing, man. It's all love, yo. Laigo.
All right. The last day too. You're welcome, bro. It's no problem. I'm gonna come through too when I catch you. When you have your open panel next week. Um, just let them also know your social media, the channel, and your social media as well.
Yeah, my Instagram is Spaz Gang Lego. That's SPAZGANGLEGO. Spaz Gang Lego, and my Facebook is Surviving Kensington. Yeah, that's all my that's my social media right there. My YouTube channel, of course, is Surviving Kensington on YouTube.
All right. Hey man, thank Rain, thank all of y'all for coming up here and laying on Lego lay it out. You know what I'm saying? Letting everybody know who he is and to check his channel in the future. Everybody was good. Hope you learned some, or what I'm saying, a little bit from the perspective of what's going on in his town and his city and his state, man. And I thank y'all for coming once again, man. And please start supporting this brother as well when he start putting out more stuff. For now, man, thank y'all. For everybody else, I'll probably come back in 20 minutes and have an open panel or something like that. But for everybody else, and like I said, hopefully y'all had a great Easter weekend or whatever, man. Once again, I thank the guests and continue your success, my brother. For now, we out. Gotta get it right, baby.
Salute.
Peace.